Brings succor to Eastern Central communities as he undertook an inspection tour of major ongoing flagship projects in the local government over the weekend. Ikpobawka APC holds leadership meeting, pass vote of confidence on Governor Okwebolo.
Talk about issues bordering us, to reason together, because God have made it possible. Today we have our own governor.
And I know that his heartbeat for Ikpobawka is like no other local government. I can tell you that.
Dynamic leadership in the state.
The gentleman is passionate about Ikpobawka, but in less than 1 year, we know we have not reached that destination.
In continues academic activities amid 2 weeks ASU strike kicks off.
Yes, the school management have already said that exam can go on. Okay. Even with just remaining 1 week. So after the 1 week, we are students. We don't even know our view yet.
A very good evening and many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. My name is Harmony Agbafor, and now let's get into the news in details. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okwebolo undertook an inspection tour of major ongoing flagship projects in Esan Central local government area over the weekend, where he reaffirmed his administration's commitment to infrastructure and human capital development in Edo Central Senatorial District in particular and Edo State in general. BeeTv News Best Orator has the details.
Among the key ongoing projects inspected by Governor Monday Okwebolo were the new Edo State College of Nursing and Health Sciences Technology located at Udomi, as well as the construction of the Uromi, Onewa, Udomi, Ibiolulu, Afuda, Idumuza, Eko, Ewora Road, a major interconnecting route designed to enhance transportation and boost economic activities across the region. During the visit, briefed him on progress made and the phases yet to be completed. Expressing satisfaction during the inspection, Governor Monday Okwebolo noted that the projects were in line with the administration's agenda to improve healthcare, education, and infrastructure across the state. He further assured residents of Esan Central that his administration will continue to monitor ongoing projects to ensure timely completion and durability. Recall that in the first week of May 2025, the governor signed into law a bill for the establishment of the Edo State College of Nursing, Health Sciences and Technology, while assenting to the bill titled Edo State College of Nursing, Health Sciences and Technology Law. Party leaders from the 10 wards of Ikpobawka local government area of Edo State attended the meeting called at the instance of the leader of the party in the local government area and former member representing the Ikpobawka Federal Constituency and Federal Commissioner Code of Conduct Bureau, Honorable Ehiozuwa Johnson Agboanyima, which focused on the concerns of the leaders of the party at the local government level. Honorable Ije Agboanyima commended the leaders for their patience and dedication in sustaining the party at the local government level, admonishing them to continue to support the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okwebolo, especially as the governor has
party and for the progress of our local government. I'm standing firm to also lend my voice to what the leader rightly echoed to the hearing of everybody, that our governor is second to none. He has done well for us, and his vision for our state, particularly our local government, is something that everybody will be proud of. I, for one, have encountered him, we've discussed, and I know that his heartbeat for Ikpobawka is like no other local government. I can tell you that. Whatever we want in Ikpobaha, we will get it by the grace of God.
Others who include the Ikpobaha APC chairman, Mr. Sonny Ogbewe, member representing Ikpobaha on the board of Esupadek, Honorable Felix Osazeg Binovia, former Edo State House of Assembly Bede, and a leader of the party, Ayameho Edopolo, urged the local government to see Ikpobaha as one of the most lucky local government areas in the state because of the infrastructural drive and attention they have gotten from the present administration, and as such, leaders and members will exercise patience as more opportunities will be accorded to them.
First, you must appreciate someone for his effort, commend him, thank him, then you make request. I think that's what we have just done here. So I thank each and every one of us for creating that time. It has been a very wonderful day for each and every one of us. I want to join everyone that has spoken. The sweet words they have said about the governor, I can attest to each and every one of them.
Una no go thank governor. Una clap for our governor. Our council chairman has also added to it. On behalf of the good people of Ikpobaha local government, I want to thank our governor for his strategic and dynamic leadership in the state.
The gentleman is passionate about Ikpobaha, but in less than 1 year, we know we have not reached that destination. Some people may say, oh, it has not been done. But if you look at the progress that has been made now, it's better than the one of Sorry, it's a federal road. We see a governor that is holding a minister on the cloth. Come and visit my state, come and join me for progress.
Because whether we like it or not, we are going to benefit from the projects that are going on in Ikpobaha. For the fact that the first flyover in those states came to Ikpobaha shows that Ikpobaha
And that position is a passive vote of confidence on our amiable governor, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo. He has given us a lot of opportunities. He has appointed so many of our people, not imported, sons and daughters from Ikpobaha. We should appreciate him. Apart from his infrastructural development speed that he has brought to bear. For me, in the history, growing up from Edo, Midwest, I would say Bende, I've never seen flyover. It's like a dream come true. This was my aspiration. I see flyover in America, go to Lagos, go to Abuja, go to Akwa Ibom, you see flyover everywhere. And promise made and promise kept by Mr. Governor. All you can do is to appreciate this man.
The leaders unanimously, in their own accord, signed the endorsement paper. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities has commenced a 2-week warning strike following what is described as the federal government's failure to fully implement the renegotiated 2009 federal government ASU agreement. The union announced that the industrial action became necessary after several unfulfilled promises.
Some students right now.
A strike will actually extend my stay in school, and for me, I don't really like staying in school for too long, and so I would like if they can resolve the matter or the issue and actually minimize the amount of times they actually do strikes.
Although the BeeTv news crew was unable to meet with the University of Benin ASU chairman to ascertain the union's official position on the 2-week strike, as the chairman was said to be in a meeting with other union members. As the 2 weeks warning strike begins, there are growing concerns among students, parents about the potential
It was a show of unity and political momentum in Igara, the administrative headquarters of Akoko Edo local government area, as leaders and supporters of the All Progressive Congress turned out in large numbers from wards 1 to 10 in solidarity with Honorable Robert Akande as he declared his intentions to contest the 2026 local government chairmanship election. BeeTv News Efosa Igbangbi reports that the flag-off is ahead of the November 2025 primary for local government election. Best Orator completes the report.
The political atmosphere in Igara, the administrative headquarters of Akoko Edo local government area, was charged with excitement as massive crowd of APC faithful from Ward 1 to 10 gathered in solidarity of Honorable Robert Akande, the party's chairmanship aspirant in the scheduled 2026 local government election. The road walk, which began from the Market Square, culminated at the APC local government secretariat, where Honorable Akande formally declared his intention to contest for the chairmanship seat in the 2026 local government election. In his welcome address, the APC chairman, Akoko Edo local government, and the Bashiru of Igara, Honorable Akande's steadfast contributions, particularly during the last gubernatorial election, where he worked tirelessly to ensure the party's success against all odds. Chief OC described Akande as as strong and capable as interest, but by a greater vision that aligns with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda and the shine agenda of Governor Monday Okpebholo, who is now transforming every nook of the state.
Importantly, my chairmanship agenda fully aligned with the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFRN, which seeks to restore national confidence, empower citizens, and deliver real change across all levels of governance, and also complements the Edo shiny agenda of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, District Senator Monday, which is already rekindling development and good governance across the state. It's a call to service, a call to restore.
The official declaration for his chairmanship ambition to contest the Akoko Edo local government election, with primaries billed for next month, November 2025, signaling the beginning of what promises to be a dynamic political journey towards 2026. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State government has approved the constitution of the Edo Carnival Planning Committee to plan, organize, and execute a befitting carnival in the state. A statement by the secretary to the state government, Umar Musa Ikilo Esquire, says the membership of the committee are as Honorable Emmanuel Okoebo, who is the Commissioner of Finance, Edo State, will serve as the committee chairman. Dr. Paddy Yamu, Honorable Commissioner for Education, is a member of the committee. The special advisor to the governor on media and publicity, Honorable Oshiobuje Okwemoy, is also a member. Mr. Jackson Isango for Monday, special advisor to the governor on new media and visual communications, to serve as member of the committee. Others are Deborah Okumbo, Managing Director, Edo State Public Procurement Agency, as member, while Moses Ogbapolo, Director of the committee, are as follows. It's to develop a comprehensive event plan to work in collaboration with the lead organizers of the Edo Carnival Peak Rendezvous Entertainment Global Limited to ensure a smooth and befitting event, to drive partnership and collaboration with stakeholders in the entertainment industry within and outside Edo State, to secure sponsorships for the carnival. The committee is expected to always represent the interests of the Edo State government in the planning and execution of the carnival. The Edo Carnival 2025 is going to be 7 days of non-stop culture, fashion, music, and excitement at the Garrick Memorial, beauty pageants, fashion shows, seminars, concerts, and more. The continuous voter registration exercise has continued to witness very low turnout of people at the various centers. BeeTv News from Anosori reports that the Oredo Local Government Office of the Independent National Electoral Commission, where the exercise is taking place, had a few number of registrants who turned up for the exercise. The report. Residents of Benin City have been advised to take responsibility in maintaining public infrastructures across the city, as cases of destruction and poor usage continues to cause public discomfort. BeeTv News Favor Kolawole reports that at the University of Benin main gate, BeeTv News observed that the barbed wires installed for security purposes have been damaged despite initial repairs, including the pedestrian bridge area, which has also been turned to spots for The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has launched an investigation into 2 travelers arrested by operatives of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria for allegedly failing to declare cash in their possession. The individuals were reportedly found with a total of $6.16 million and 53,000 pounds, which they did not disclose as required by law. The head of media and publicity at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Dele Oyewale, confirmed that the suspects were intercepted during a routine check at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport in Lagos. According to him, the individuals had arrived in the country from Dubai and Addis Ababa and were en route to Abuja when they were stopped. They were initially handed over to the Department of State Services, which later transferred them to the EFCC for further investigation and possible prosecution. In Ondo State, the Nigerian Navy has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening civil-military relations through the initiation of impactful projects. This was stated during the inauguration of a special intervention project held in honor of Rear Admiral Olumuyiwa Olotun. Speaking at the event on behalf of the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, a representative emphasized that such initiatives are part of ongoing efforts to foster greater cooperation and goodwill between the military and civilian communities. The report.
The inauguration ceremony of the doctors' quarters at CNS Akoko attracted community leaders, top naval officers, opinion leaders, and residents who gathered to witness the landmark event. The initiative underscores the Nigerian Navy commitment to community development and its efforts to strengthen partnership with all communities across the country.
Pray that it shall be used for its purpose in the name of Jesus. Amen.
While inaugurating the project, the Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral, represented at event by Chief Staff Officer of the Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Suleiman Ibrahim, described the project as a significant symbol of civil-military cooperation. It stated that the initiative will address the long-standing accommodation challenges for medical personnel at the FMC Annex, facilitating the full operation of the facility. He added that the intervention reflects the Navy's broader commitment to improving the welfare of citizens and supporting communities that have contributed immensely to the service through caliber of personnel they have produced.
We are gathered here to commission one of the special quick intervention projects of the Chief of Naval Staff. These projects were particularly initiated to build that civil-military relationship.
The facilitator of the project, Rear Admiral Olumuyiwa Olotun, expressed deep appreciation to the Chief of Naval Staff for approving the project under the Naval Special Intervention Program, which is being implemented across several Nigerian communities.
Vice Admiral E.I. Ogala, Admiralty Medal, started this scheme whereby he approves special intervention, quick impact projects for communities where the Navy admirals hail from, and from so many other communities where we have our bases.
The project, which includes residential facilities for doctors at the Federal Medical Center FMC Annex in Akunu, aims to enhance healthcare delivery in community and its surroundings. Evelyn Izibile reporting for BeeTv News.
Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State has inaugurated the state's job center in Abeokuta, reaffirming his administration's commitment to youth empowerment and development. Represented by his deputy Noimot Salako Oyedele, the governor stated that the center is designed to serve as a hub for equipping young people with the skills, opportunities, and support needed to thrive in today's job markets. According to Governor Dapo Abiodun, the newly inaugurated Job Center will offer a wide range of services, including career guidance and counseling, vocational and digital skills training, TV and interview preparation, internship and apprenticeship opportunities, as well as business development support, among others. Speaking at the event, Deputy Governor Noimot Salako Oyedele expressed appreciation to the development partners for their support in bringing the project to life. She also commended President Bola Tinubu for his commitment to youth empowerment through the Renewed Hope agenda.
But the beginning of an audacious new era, an era of opportunity, empowerment, and inclusive growth for our people. There is no substitute for hard work. The Ogun Job Center stands as a platform where every effort will meet opportunity and where dedication will be rewarded with growth. Every young person who walks through these doors must understand that this center will not hand out success. It will equip you to earn it. Here in Ogun State, we are raising leaders, creative, self-reliant, and disciplined young men and women who will lead our industries, our digital economy, and our nation into a prosperous future. We firmly believe that commitment is the seed of excellence. It transforms dreams into plans and plans into realities.
Rotary International Districts 9110 and 9112 have jointly organized an awareness and sensitization campaign in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, to promote polio immunization among children. The initiative saw members from both districts, including participants from Lagos State, come together to educate residents on the importance of ensuring every child is fully immunized against polio as part of Rotary's continued effort to eradicate the disease. The campaign kicked off from major streets in Abeokuta and culminated at the Olumo Rock Tourism Complex, where participants emphasized the importance of sustained advocacy to ensure the complete eradication of polio. Rotary members used the platform to raise public awareness and urged parents and caregivers to prioritize routine immunization for children, reaffirming Rotary's commitment to a polio-free Nigeria.
It's a signature project of Rotary International, and until polio is completely wiped out from the surface of the earth, Rotary International is not likely to have any other priority program like this. So all hands are on board to ensure that this menace is eradicated.
Involving the community leaders and of course our women and stakeholders, to give them information and what is necessary about polio. We have polio endemic in 2 countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. And as long as we have polio anywhere in the world, we are all at risk. So we cannot say, polio is being totally eradicated. So we are at risk as well.
We like to tell people that immunization is the key. It's presentable. Because if you don't, the children are open to diseases. The polio and the 6 killer diseases.
They should allow them to immunize their children. They should believe that the immunization they are giving them is not going to harm them. Rather, it will protect their life. And it's for age 0 to 5.
Moving on to business news, Dangote Cement has commenced operations at its new production facility in Atingwe, located approximately 30 kilometers from Abidjan, Ivory Coast. The plant spans 50 hectares and has a production capacity of 3 million tons of cement annually, making it one of the company's largest facilities outside Nigeria. Let's join BeeTv News' Temitope Oluwafemi for more details on this and more from business news.
The project involved an investment of 100 billion CFA francs and marks Ivory Coast as the 11th African country to host a Dangote Cement production unit. With a continental capacity of 55 million tons per year, Dangote Cement aims to meet increasing construction demands driven by urbanization and infrastructure development in Ivory Coast. The antique facility is expected to generate over 1,000 direct and indirect jobs and stimulate local economic activity, including transportation, construction services, retail and supply chain support. The plant aims to supply high-standard cement at competitive prices while supporting industrial self-sufficiency in the region. FG accumulates new 1 trillion naira debt to Gencos in 6 months. The federal government of Nigeria accrued a debt of 1.5 trillion naira to electricity generation companies in the first half of 2025. The figure represents unpaid power subsidy obligations, with 536.40 billion naira incurred in the first quarter and 514.35 billion naira in the second quarter. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission attributed the debt to the continued absence of cost-reflective tariffs, necessitating government subsidies to cover the gap between generation cost and consumer charges. Under the discourse remittance obligation regime implemented in January 2024, the government assumes payment responsibility for these gaps to prevent financial pressure on the distribution companies. During the second quarter, Gencos issued invoices totaling 863.2 billion naira, while the adjusted invoice under the DRO to discourse stood at 348.66 billion naira. Discourse remitted 333.90 billion naira, achieving a 95.77% remittance rate. In response to accumulated legacy debt, the federal government approved a 4 trillion naira bond to settling outstanding obligations through Genco's report limited involvement in the disbursement planning process. Stanbic IBTC facilitates UAC's acquisition of Chi Limited. Stanbic IBTC Holdings PLC served as the mandated lead arranger in UAC of Nigeria's PLC acquisition of Chi Limited, providing end-to-end financier and advisory support. Stanbic IBTC functioned as the global coordinator for the deal and delivered a structured multi-product investment banking and financing package in the collaboration with UAC. The acquisition, first announced in July and completed on October 3, 2025, was approved by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. Chi Limited is a major player in Nigeria's food and beverage sector, with established brands in dairy, juice, nectar, and snacks. The acquisition allows UAC to expand its presence in the fast-moving consumer goods sector, providing access to Chi's proprietary technologies, distribution infrastructure, and market-leading product portfolio. Stanbic IBTC provided FX risk hedging, escrow services, and utilized the Standard Bank Group's regional expertise to complete one of the most significant consumer goods acquisitions in the country. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BeeTv News.
And now moving on to the global scenes, following criticisms over the exclusion of women from his initial press conference in Delhi, Afghan Taliban Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi convened a second, more inclusive media briefing, this time with female journalists seated prominently in the front row. The reports. After backlash over the exclusion of women from his first press conference in Delhi, Afghan Taliban Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi held a second inclusive media event featuring female journalists in the front row. The Taliban had claimed the earlier exclusion was a technical issue, not deliberate. The incident sparked outrage in India, with journalists, groups and politicians condemning it as a gender discrimination. Critics and India should not have allowed such bias on its soil. At the second conference, Muttaqi defended his government's stance, saying women's education was only postponed, though journalists challenged his claims amid ongoing Taliban restrictions on women's rights. Vote counting is underway in Cameroon after Sunday's presidential election, where 92-year-old President Paul Biya is seeking an 8th term to extend his 43 years in power. Despite the interior minister's claim that voting was hitch-free, tensions flared in parts of the country. Opposition candidate Issa Chiroma Bakari's supporters clashed with security forces in Garoua, while many voters in the English-speaking regions boycotted the polls amid separatist threats. The opposition has accused the government of suppressing rivals, especially after leading challenger Maurice Kamto was barred from running. Official results are expected within 15 days. India and Canada are rebuilding ties after their 2023 diplomatic rift over the killing of Sikh leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar. During talks in Delhi, Canadian Foreign Minister Anita Anand met Prime Minister Modi and Foreign Minister Jai Shankar. Both sides agreed to restart trade discussions and revive the Canada-India CEO Forum. The move marks improving relations since new Prime Minister and envoys took office, with both countries pledging deeper cooperation in the Indo-Pacific. US President Donald Trump told Israeli lawmakers that the long and painful nightmare is finally over after brokering a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Speaking at the Knesset, the first U.S. president to do so since 2008, Trump hailed the deal as the most challenging breakthrough ever. The ceasefire saw Hamas release the last 20 Israeli hostages, while Israel freed 250 Palestinian prisoners and over 1,700 detainees. During his first visit, Trump was praised by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as Israel's greatest friend. In the White House, Trump said he now plans to focus on ending the war between Russia and Ukraine. The ceasefire marks the first phase of Trump's 20-point peace plan, with further negotiations ahead. And that's all from the global scenes. Harmony Agbafor reporting for BeeTv News. Let's now look at what goes on in the entertainment world. Nigerian media personality Natasha Akide, popularly known as Tacha, relocated her Guinness World Record attempt for the most makeovers completed in 24 hours from the United Kingdom to Nigeria. Also, Akon's 29-year marriage ends as wife files for divorce, seeking 100 million euros settlement. Let's join BeeTv News' Evelyn Izibili for details on this and more from the entertainment world.
The attempt took place at the Tashi Beauty Festival, hosted at the John Rado Center for Yoruba Culture and History in Lagos. Originally planned with foreign sponsorship, the event was moved to showcase Nigeria's creative talent and elevate the local beauty industry on a global platform. The attempt, in development for 2 years, began on Saturday night with a target of 150 makeovers in 24 hours. By Sunday afternoon, she had completed 115 makeovers, surpassing the existing record of 113. Despite minor power disruptions, the event continued without delay. The record attempt was part of a broader 3 days festival celebrating beauty, culture, and creativity held from October 10th to 12th. Tasha dedicated the event to her late mother and executed each makeover within minutes, followed by a showcase at a photo booth and runway. In another development, Nollywood actress Adesuwa Etumi Wellington experienced a medical emergency in June while in the United Kingdom, resulting in an unplanned surgical procedure. The incident occurred during a trip with her husband and children, where she was scheduled for speaking engagements. The situation escalated into a life-threatening event, which she described as nearly fatal. The emergency led to immediate surgery, which she later revealed was the least traumatic part of the ordeal. The experience reinforced her personal faith and prompted a public reflection on the importance of compassion, patience, and gratitude. Adesuwa had previously disclosed challenges, including fertility issues and her husband's health battles, further contributing to her perspective on life and wellness. American Senegalese singer Akon is undergoing divorce proceedings after his wife of 29 years, Tomike Tayam, filed to end their marriage. The divorce petition includes a €100 million settlement demand, cited long-standing irreconcilable differences, emotional neglect, and lack of financial transparency. The couple had been together since the early stage of Akon's career. During the legal process, it was reported that Akon's disclosed accounts balance was only $10,000, prompting widespread public speculations about asset concealment. Court investigation allegedly suggested that a substantial portion of his wealth may be held in accounts not directly linked to him, potentially as a strategic financial move ahead of the settlement. Akon had not issued any public response or statement through his legal team. The case has generated extensive online reactions and media discussions, especially regarding the singer's perceived wealth and philanthropic image. Evelyn Izebile reporting for BeeTv News.
Now let's look at what's happening in the sports world. The Super Eagles of Nigeria show off laughter in training ahead of a crucial World Cup clash against the Cheetahs of the Benin Republic. The Eagles of Nigeria have injected humor into their preparations just days before facing the Cheetahs of Benin Republic in Uyo. Let's now join our BeeTv News sports correspondent Freeman Osawe on this and more from the sports world.
After a 2-1 win against the Crocodiles of Lesotho, the team arrived following flight delays on Sunday, October 12, 2025. The three-time African champions were spotted sharing laughter during the training session following post of the official social media handles. Along with the post was a message about the team spirit that said light laughter and hard work. The Super Eagles currently third with 14 points and needs a win against leaders Benin Republic and a favorable result from South Africa's match against Rwanda to keep their qualification hopes alive. Anthony Joshua's next opponent confirmed, and it's not Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua's next opponent has been confirmed, and this is supposedly in place for a big fight next year. Joshua hasn't fought since his crushing knockout defeat to Daniel Dubois at Wembley Stadium last year. But a comeback is in the works, having undergone surgery in his elbow in May to correct an injury that had sidelined him from training. A bout in Africa has been muted, with Nigeria and Ghana rumored as countries to host mega events ahead of a potential British battle against Tyson Fury, who is expected to return to action next year. Sydney McLaughlin, Levron, and a Femke Boy make top 5 nominal list. Following the conclusion of the historic 2025 athletic season, World Athletic has officially released the top 5 nominee list of the Women's Track Athlete of the Year, which features Sydney McLaughlin, Levron, and Femke Boy. According to World Athletics, the nominations reflect some of the standard performances achieved during another memorable year for the sport, which culminated in the World Athletics Champions in Tokyo 2025. The World Athletics Council votes will count for 50% of the result, while the World Athletics Family vote and social media vote will each count for 25% of the result. And that's it on Sport News. Thanks for watching. Freeman Osawe reporting for BeeTv News.
And that's the size of our package for the evening. Many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6. My name is Harmony Agbafor. Have a good night.